that that 91 team is always a special place. Christian Laettner, and if you've ever, ESPN has a documentary that says, I hate Christian Laettner. It's weird, but it's a very poignant documentary. I really like the ESPN 30 for 30 series. So there's something about that team that it still resonates through the entire school, through entire, March Madness history. Recently, maybe his last championship, I can't think of the year offhand, where it was just their trip to the final was, I hate to use the word mediocre, but there weren't a lot of, I don't even say flashiness to their game. It was just a lot of discipline. And I think that's the thing that makes Coach Krzyzewski and Duke, in a way, a bit of a fear to some teams. You get an undisciplined team, you now have Coach Krzyzewski saying to his players, hey, stay with the discipline. And it's weird because you think of other college coaches like a Bobby Knight, who was just fiery on, courtside. But occasionally Mike Krzyzewski, he will get that fiery side and he will pump up his players. So it's interesting because when you have, a coach that's, sometimes soft-spoken, he's, like you say, calm, cool, and collected. Once he gets fired up, his team gets fired up, and there's nothing that can stop him.
Amazing how they make these documentaries about whether it's baseball, football, basketball, etc. Since it's March, the way I do things is when there's a certain event or that's going on in a particular month, I like to watch stuff that touches on that. So this month I did watch the I Hate Christian Laettner documentary. I especially love the Michigan Fat Five's hatred towards Duke. And Michigan Fat Five, I've seen their documentary as well. It's arguably the greatest recruiting class that's ever been done. That team should have won a national title. Not necessarily 92. They had a chance in 92, but I felt like the 93 one against North Carolina, they should have won that one, but they didn't. I forgot what I was gonna say the other thing, but yeah, 30 for 30 is great. And the great thing about that Duke 91, 92 team with Christian Laettner, Grant Hill, Bobby Hurley, is that they set the tone for future Duke teams.
Absolutely.
So, and the first Duke team that really, because I started watching college basketball back in, I think it was 99 or 2000. And the first Duke team that really impressed me was the one where they had Shane Battier, Jay Williams, Carlos Boozer, Mike Dunleavy. That team was stacked. Yes. It was stacked. Even the teams where Elton Brand was there, they were great as well, but they didn't get to win it. But when Shea Battier was there in his final season, 2001, they ended up going away. And a team that really threatened them was Maryland, but Duke, yeah. And I feel like that Maryland team is forgotten. Juan Dixon, Maryland, I feel like they're forgotten, but they were really good as well.
That's the thing about college teams is you sometimes, even when players go to the NBA, sometimes that carries over their success from college. But you sometimes have these players, just like you say, Christian Laettner, Bobby Hurley, Grant Hill. Grant Hill was successful in the NBA, but he is mostly favored for all of his college success and, of course, the championships for Duke. But it's amazing when especially March Madness comes around, even with men's and women's, you see something amazing. You see something that it doesn't matter if it's 20 years later. I'm talking about a team that is still remembered 30 years ago. So you have that. You're always going to have that. And that's the thing with I love about college sports, especially college basketball. Just like we've seen in the past couple of days, you see some interesting things. Teams will be elated, teams will be crushed, and it doesn't matter what seed you are. Something amazing always happens.